Good morning, students. Last class we discussed about bases and their classification as well as preparation of bases. Now we discuss about properties of bases. So properties of bases can be divided into two types: physical properties of bases, chemical properties of bases. Now we discuss about physical properties of bases. Point number 1, bases have bitter taste. So we are observing our day-to-day life some bases. Suppose in your homes we are using soaps. When you take soap solution, touch with tongue, how do you feel? Bitter taste. Why it has bitter taste? Because of soap containing bases, and as well as detergents also containing some bases. Point number 2, bases have soapy touch. Soapy touch means it has slippery nature. Next, strong bases have burning nature. Next point, most of the bases soluble in water. Water soluble bases are called alkalis. Next law, another one, test with litmus paper. So one by one, bases have bitter taste, bases have soapy touch, strong bases have burning nature, most of the bases soluble in water, water soluble bases are called alkalis. Next, test with litmus paper. How we can identify the bases? By taking litmus paper. How do you test the bases with a litmus paper? Take a small test tube, then added some amount of basic solution in a small test tube. Then take red litmus paper, dip it into this solution. This red litmus paper becomes to blue color. Yes, the above activity I conclude that the solution is basic nature. Here, red litmus paper in basic medium becomes to blue color. Next, another one. test with methyl orange indicator. How can you test the basic substance? By using methyl orange indicator, by taking small activity. Take a small test tube, then add some amount of sodium hydroxide solution. Add 2-3 drops of methyl orange indicator. Then what you observe? Is there any changes? Whenever methyl orange indicator added into the sodium hydroxide solution does not change any color, because methyl orange indicator no effect on the basic solution. So here no change color. Simply we are calling colorless. Methyl orange indicator in basic medium is colorless. Next, test with the phenolphthalein indicator. By taking small activity, take a small test tube, then add some amount of potassium hydroxide solution. Next, add 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. Then what do you observe? Is there any changes? Which color you can identify in the test tube? Whenever the phenolphthalein indicator added into the potassium hydroxide solution, it becomes to pink color. So that's why it is basic nature. Phenolphthalein indicator in basic medium gives pink color. Basic medium, it gives pink color. So this is about physical properties of bases. Next we discuss about chemical properties of bases. Chemical properties of bases. First one is action of heat. What happens when we supply the heat for bases? Is there any changes? When we supply the heat, the bases undergo decomposition to form their respective metal oxides and another one. Now observe. Calcium hydroxide undergo decomposition in the presence of heat to form calcium oxide plus H2O. Next, magnesium hydroxide MgO plus H2O. Next, potassium hydroxide to form potassium oxide plus H2O. Here what happens when we supply the heat, the bases undergo decomposition to form metal oxides and water. This is action of heat. Next, some bases does not undergo decomposition on heating. Example, strong bases. Strong bases does not undergo decomposition on heating. Sodium hydroxide, some cases potassium hydroxide also. We get same results. Next, bases react with acids. What happens? Bases react with acids. Whenever bases react with acids to form salt and water, bases react with acids to form salt and water. This process is called as neutralization process. That means the reaction between acid and base is called as neutralization process. This process is called as neutralization. How can you identify neutralization? We know that base plus acid to form salt plus water. What is the taste of base? Bitter taste. What is the taste of acid? Sour taste. So these two interact to form salt. What is the taste of salt? Salty taste. It is the neutral. That's why it is called as neutralization reaction. Examples: sodium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid to form sodium chloride plus H2O. What is the name of this compound? Sodium chloride. Where are we using this compound? In our home, salt. Salt used for the taste purpose. Next, another example: potassium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid to form potassium chloride plus H2O. Take another examples. Calcium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid to form calcium chloride plus H2O. Is the equation balanced or not? Here how many chlorines is there? 2. But here how many chlorines is there? Here 1, here 2. So 1 becomes to 2. What is the suitable number in front of HCl? 2. Here how many hydrogens is there? 2. But here 2, here 2, 4. So in front of water we should keep 2. Now all is balanced. Next, another one. Magnesium hydroxide react with sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate plus H2O. Barium hydroxide react with nitric acid to form barium nitrate plus 2H2O. Here all bases react with acids to form salt and water. So that's why we consider as neutralization reaction. Next, another property. Bases react with non-metal oxides. Non-metal oxides we are calling acidic oxides. Suppose sodium hydroxide react with carbon dioxide to form sodium carbonate plus water. Next, another one, potassium hydroxide react with carbon dioxide to form potassium carbonate plus H2O. Is the equation balanced? Now here how many potassiums? 1. Here 2. So 1 become 2. 2, what is the suitable number? 2. So here all bases react with acidic oxides to form salt and water. Next, another one take. Sodium hydroxide react with sulfur dioxide to form sodium sulfite plus H2O. Here equation is balanced? No. Now here how many sodiums is there? 2. But here how many is there? 1. 1 become 2. 2, what is the suitable number in front of compound? 2. Next, another example. Calcium hydroxide react with the carbon dioxide to form calcium carbonate plus H2O. Now equation is balanced or not, check it. So calcium 1, carbon 1, 1. Oxygens, here 4 is there, here 4 is there, hydrogens 2. So equation is balanced. Here bases react with non-metal oxides to form salt and water. This all are example of this one. Next class we discuss about how does bases react with metals. Thank you very much.